On the channel, we head back to Thundera for another Super 7 Ultimate Thundercats unboxing, this time with Zaxx and Jagara.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Ultimates Thundercats unboxing and review. And today, we get deep. We got some deep cuts in Zaxx and Jagara. But for all your Jagara and Zaxx needs, better hit up Super 7's website. Use code KyleP to save yourself 0%, but to support the channel, got to get a deal or something like that, Todd. I'm not exactly sure. But Kyle P over there at a Super 7 website, and that's where I picked these up from the Super 7 website. And you know we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We're going to do ladies first right here today with Jagara, of course. And looking good in purple is what she is. And I got to tell you, both these characters, extreme deep cuts. Vaguely remember both of them, but I couldn't tell you a whole lot about anything. This one, I read the back and I was like, okay, I think I remember this one. I definitely remember him just barely. But man, we're getting deep in this line, which I do appreciate, but I can see the sales not being the best for these two. And I can also see 2 years from now, 5 years from now, what is time, these two being a pretty penny, because I'm guessing they're not made in the degree of the Lionos, Panthros, Cheetaras, etc. But Jagara looking good right here. Two heads are better than one. Thundercats logo. Nothing on the side, no cardboard, nothing of that kind of stuff anymore. Got the glamour shot, got the blurb. Let's try to learn what's going on with our friend Jagara. Jagara is an ancient Thundercat sorceress who guards the mighty gyroscope on New Thundera. Like a young sorceress, Todd McFarlane. Mum-Ra once put a spell on her, causing Jagara to reverse the gyroscope, and the Thundercats almost floated away. Liono uses the Sword of Omens and released Jagara from the spell, which allowed her to fix the gyroscope. Euroscope? I don't know if it's like the Euro-gyro thing. I don't know, Euro, they're around these parts, but gyro in other parts. It's a weird thing. Tomato, tomato, am I right? Homage, homage. Potato, potato. See you later, goodbye. All right, let's get down to business here. And we already lost a finger. She said, pull my finger. It's a dangerous power move, as we know. Got that going on, but we're going to pop all of her stuff out. Got all kinds of stuff going on with this one. And some reuse along the way with kindness. A little kindness reuse, is that what we call it? I don't know. Play along. Just play along, guys. All right, we got some extra hands. That's kind of the main piece, but uh-oh, I see it. We got one of them heavy-duty twist ties. And there it is right there. Pull that out. Let's get down to business. We got a little cape season going on, a little wired cape season. You know I'm here for that. See you later, goodbye. All right, Zaxx, just hang on. We'll get to you in a second here. But Jagara, she's rocking and rolling, and dare I say, strutting and strolling right here. Now, we get some extra hands. We do get this effect piece hand, which is kind of cool to see. Effect piece does not come off. I thought possibly it did, but she's shooting out some force lightning like a young Emperor Palpatine or something like that. But she does got that going on, translucent plastic, looking nice. Got two splayed out hands going on here. Kind of the cat scratch fever hands, that's what we're going to call it, like a young Ted Nugent once upon a time. Two gripping hands, you got to be able to grip it and rip it, as we know. And then we got the what you gonna do, brother hand going on as well. So she's got some options in the hand department. And we got kind of this total splayed out hands out of the package. Now, hits keep on coming. We got the mini Sword of Omens. We've seen this before. Goes back to that gyroscope episode once again. But it is the powered down version is what we'll call it. Looking good here. And then she's got her wand. It looks like she's in for hours of fun with this one. I'm not sure exactly what she's up to with this. But hey, good for her. Whatever keeps her happy, I guess. Looking very interesting here. I'm sure hours of playtime with that one along the way. But now we got old Jagara coming out of the package here. First thing I noticed is this head sculpt here. She's got those horns right there. And you know what they say? You mess with a bull, you get the horns. And she's got a little of that going on in the head sculpt here. Very purple, very 80s purple. Like reminds me of like Rainbow Bright characters, Care Bear characters, Thundercats characters. Has a little of that vibe going on if you ask me. But a very yellow skin. Does she have jaundice? Was she born with jaundice and it never left her? That could be possible as well. but a very yellowish skin tone color. Almost looks like it needed a little bit more to it. Maybe that's just me, I don't know, but very stoic face. She's not very happy. She's not a friendly lady, I can tell right here. Got the purple eyeshadow going on, the raised up push broom eyebrows, purple lipstick as well. Second head, the horns are going, and she's a little happier in this one. It's good to see she's got two sides of the coin here. I guess when she's under the spell, she could be evil. When she's hanging with Lion-O and the boys, she can look like this, but you got some options in the head sculpt department. Not terribly different, but you want a little bit of teeth or you want a stoic face, choose your own adventure, as we like to say on the channel here. Diving into the rest of the figure, once again, looking like a girl's toy in a lot of ways. We do got that beautiful purple cape out the back. You got the wire in there. You know that's the hits I like to be played with. You got the silky underside. Awesome, awesome. Of course, Lando is smiling somewhere. Shout out to Lando Calrissian. And Todd, can you believe I went to my local Walmart the other day? After seeing Lando on the pegs for like 6 years, he was missing. I'm hoping somebody moved him and he comes back. That happens sometimes, but I think Lando could be gone from my local Walmart. Talk about pour one out, wipe the tears away. Sad, sad thing. You know, when you do so many toy hunts, you got to keep yourself having fun. You got to kind of enjoy life a little bit. And those are one of the things that, like, you know, you don't find anything, but there's Lando. So it's this little thing I like to do. Now I can't do that anymore. I can't do that, at least for now. She's got a dress on over here. It is plastic. It's very pliable plastic. Looking interesting. I could see this too in years being possibly sticky. It feels like that kind of plastic that might get sticky, and the wand might be involved. I'm not exactly sure. Fact check it yourself on your own time. On your own time. She does got a little bit of over the top here with the cape that plugs in. None of this is removable. If you remove it, you're never getting it back on. I'll tell you that much. She does got quite the puffy shoulders into the arms on her shirt. Almost, dare I say, like a young wizard sleeve is what it reminds me of. She's got a little of that going on. A little forearm guards as well. Bracelet on the right side. Got a little flap down in the front. Got to protect everything going on. Arms all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Single jointed elbow. Not a ton of elbow movement. You do get side to side. You get hands removable back forth, side to side. Head removable back forth, side to side. Waist articulation. Dumbbell joint at the top as well. What do we got for splits here? Oh, yeah, she got a little bit of splits action. She's got single jointed knees, side to side, boot cut, ankles, back forth, side to side. So our usual stuff. Probably like a Chitara underside here is what it kind of reminds me of as far as the hidden behind the skirt and all that. And she will fit, I'm sure, on a ringside collectible stand. Using code Kyle, save 10% at ringside. Sure. There it is. Old Jagara, rocking and rolling, starting to strolling into our hearts. Deep cut here. But now we're going to a man over here named Zaxx. Looks like a big insect type man. I guess bird man, I guess. Very crazy, but he's got forearms. You know I'm here for a guy with forearm. I wish McFarlane, what am I saying here? I wish Hasbro would get around to forearm in the X-Men line along the way. That'd be nice to see. But this is pretty cool. A little heavier figure and a deep cut, and at the same time, probably a one and done mold. So appreciate things like this. There's no doubt about it. Looking good. Now, honestly, you'd put your business hat on. You'd say, how well is this going to sell? Probably not very well. It's not Lion-O. It's not Mumra, et cetera, like we talked about earlier. So for Super 7 to take the extra step to say, we're going to make this deep cut character. We're going to make a one and done mold for now. I guess, honestly, you could say, hey, it's a bad business decision. That's a bad move for Super 7. What the heck are they doing? Or you could look at it. Is it half full, half empty, Todd? How do you look at it? Depends on the day. Yeah, me too, maybe. But you could say it's a bad business decision, or it's like, hey, we really care about the Thundercat fans and we want to do what we can for them. Two ways to look at it, but it is interesting to me, putting the business hat on, of course. Almost looks like something out of like Super Samurai Warriors or something almost too. Almost looks like a Zord on the back. But what's it say about our friend Zaxx? Zaxx is an ancient force of evil who controlled the southern hemisphere of Third Earth. That is beautiful, though. That's a beautiful spot of Third Earth. The Great Rosencrest Medallion is the source of Zaxx's power. After Zaxx was defeated by Mumra, his spirit remained within the medallion, as naturally would, which was placed within the deepest recesses of the Black Pyramid. Vulture discovered the medallion years later and wore it in an attempt to rebel against Mumra. And I remember that episode. That's where it like jogs your memory. I don't remember everything about it, but you remember Vulture Man and you wear the necklace and turn it against Mumra and the whole thing. See you later. Goodbye. Never forget. Never forget. And never forget this guy here. He is locked up like you would not believe it. Bam, right there. So we do get some wings with him. The wings of an angel is what it looks like. It almost looks like Angel from X Factor, X Force, X Men, all the X titles, of course, Archangel and Angel into the later days. But looking pretty good right there. And then we got to old Zaxx. I'm sure he's headed to Zaxby's. He wants to get some chicken. No Zaxby's in my neck of the wood. Maybe they're in your area. The Great Chicken Wars, of course, as we know them as. Twist ties, see you later, goodbye. But this guy's an interesting duck. There's no doubt about it. This is nice, though. I'm excited to get a figure that is very, very different here. And I could see some collectors maybe buying this and putting this with other toy lines, possibly, if that is your thing. I think there's some options with this one and a lot more accessories, especially for a one-and-done figure like this. They're going all out. They're going all out, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. See you later. Goodbye. All right, there it is. And knock the wings of an angel out. There's one wing. A one-winged angel, Todd. Get it? Nope, right over his head. Wrestling. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's get down to business. We already went through the wings. We're good to go there. We got 2 medallions, so you got one that he can wear. It says Z, so he knows who it's for. He can wear that around his neck. And then what is this? He's got an image, like a cartoon image of himself on this one. So kind of cool to see that. I guess this is the one he holds up in the air. And he's got 4 hands, so he can do some holding. There's no doubt about it. Looking interesting. All right, hand department here. You got the maniacal hands. You also got the fist of fury. So punches and bunches can be coming at you real quick. Now, we do get some options here. We get 2 more punches and bunches hands. So we're seeing a little pattern here. We got the what you gonna do, brother hand. Very important to have in any of your characters, be it Zaxx or Jagara. We got those going on. We got the splayed out hands as well. Claw hands, whatever you want to call them. 4 fingers on this guy for those keeping track. We also got kind of the maniacal, manacle hands, manacle, maniacal. And then we got your straight up gripping hands for him here. Now, no weapons or anything like that. I guess he's going to let his fist do the talking, of course, is what he's going to do. But boy, oh boy, is this an interesting one. A little bit taller of a figure. Got 4 arms going on. Very cool. Very different. I am here for things like this. Talk about a deep cut, but I don't know how they would ever reuse the molding on this one. It feels like it would be just a one and done mold. Maybe not. But his head out of the package, looking like a bird here, looking like an eagle. Got a little red in the fur. You got the dark green throughout, even a little bit of kind of pale underside, almost like a vulture man going on in the head. Very stoic look and quite the beak on him. Second head, a little bit more personality. This is the one I'm going to use on display. Got the mouth open, or should I say the beak open, and even showing a little Zaxx tongue in there. We're here for that, but I'll be using this head for me. Diving into the figure here, he's got a little armor over the top, almost samurai-like. Very pliable plastic up there as well. Like I said, the underside looks a little strange with that pale skin tone, chest tone color going on. A little bit different than I would imagine it to be. Maybe that's just me. You do got the skirt down here in the front, the orange and black attack looking good. Even got the little flap there in the front. Got some shin guards down here. Not exactly sure who this is. No, I can't even picture it. I can't even picture it, my baseball knowledge here. Could look like, yeah, you're right. Todd McFarlane said it. I was thinking at the same time that you and me were in line. We're locked in, Todd. This looks like, I forget the guy's name, though, the catcher from the Savannah Bananas. It reminds me of that one. It very well could be. Got the black boots down here as well. You got that kind of sculpted in wing feathered kind of fur going on throughout on here as well. You got that dark green skin tone color. Very interesting looking. Now, head is removable, as you can imagine, back and forth, side to side, up and down. Arms all the way around on both sets. Bicep cuts on both sets. Single jointed elbows, side to side on both sets. And then hands on both sets. So out of the package, we get the Fist of Fury and the maniacal hands as well. Very kind of cool to see that. I like this. I really like 4-armed characters for whatever reason. And this one's not a bad piece of business. You got him throwing the punches and bunches here. You got him worshiping his gods up here. All the hits being played. You plug in the back here. You might have to heat those up. I guess I could try real quick. Oh, yeah. No heat needed. No heat needed on those. They plug right in there for us, and they come out very easily. Good to see. I like to see stuff like that. You do get the arms movable. You do got the waist articulation, dumbbell joint in the waist, looking very nice. A little bit of splits, but you're limited a little bit. The skirt does have a slit in the back. I always like the skirts with the slit for easy access, Todd McFarlane, and we got that right here, as we do know. Leg goes up for that big old boot if you need it. Single jointed knee, smooth as butter. Side to side, ankles back and forth, side to side as well. Old Zaxx playing all those Birdman hits right here. I'm here for this. Maybe a deep cut, but man, it's a fun figure. And I love that the articulation is so smooth on this. Every once in a while, we get some super tight stuff. And normally I like it as tight as possible. Not in my articulation, of course. So not a bad piece of business. 2 figures that I have to imagine a few years from now will be very hard to get because I don't think they were ran in a very heavy dose. I don't think a lot of retailers picked this one up. I checked over there at Jay's Toys and Games. They did not get this. So I'd get these if you can. Super 7 store, probably your best bet. Use code KyleP, save 0%. You guys know how it goes. But fun for what they are. If you're all into Thundercats, you got to have them. If you're on the fence, better to get them now while you can. You never know what the future may hold. But an interesting twosome right here. Be interested to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. You picking these up? Pass, long game, no game? Who the heck are these two game? Let me know in the comments once again. Don't forget to subscribe to this very YouTube channel and my other YouTube channel. 2 channels every single day. Sir Paul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com, which is the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show. Every Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. And don't forget, of course, Patreon and YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support the channel. So for another Super 7 Thundercats Ultimate Unboxing, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?
I can hardly wait until tomorrow comes around. That's a game my papa takes the first to town. Papa promised me that I could go see